Pistol Pete, ready to start firing those pistols for the battle we have in store. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Iowa State Cyclones taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Cyclones will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma State's offense will take the field first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To throw, it's Flores. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
The Cowboys line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Got his man downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Cyclones, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Finds a man on the right. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Ford. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Cowboys have a lot of options on second and inches. Here's a heat. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, it's Flores. Fires left. And it's incomplete on third down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The Cowboys send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Sowell. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Oh, he makes a catch. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Cyclones have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Tight end finds a soft spot. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. That's reeled in. It's Townsend. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Boone Pickens Stadium.
And the Cowboys will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Back to throw. It's Beck. Flips it out on the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They booted away. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Fitzpatrick. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Hammond.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere close close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The Cowboys decide to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Defense, defense, defense. No one is giving an inch, and the stats bear that out after 3. It's easy to think back to 2014, Wake Forest, Virginia Tech, the last time we had a game go into overtime as a scoreless tie. Let's see if that's the way this one goes as we start the fourth. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this first down, try and eat clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. To the air, it's Beck. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 35. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. They're going to run it to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Cyclones look to do some damage in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete to the left. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
There's an example here late in the game. The defense trying to affect the timing of the QB. They brought the blitz, anticipating throw, and he wasn't able to connect.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, the only hope is to get a stop and play another round of overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. Back to throw, it's Flores. Fires complete on the crosser. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
Give to the running back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. The play action fake. Caught close to the marker. It's Hammond. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
You know, on a play like that, 3rd and short, as a quarterback, you're looking for your easiest throw and your shortest throw, and that's to the tight end. He's a big target. He makes the catch, and now the drive stays alive.
And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Freeman. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Ford. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
They just keep firing. Grab near the sticks, it's blocked. Touchdown, Oklahoma State! They jump on top here in OT.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. To the air, it's Beck. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
To the air on 2nd down. Release to the back. He makes the grab. Touchdown, Cyclones! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Here in the 2nd overtime, they'll snap it on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, and I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks? Like, hey, defensive line, you want to get me some sacks? Or I guess I'll do it myself.
The Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Using his legs, it's Hansen. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Now 3rd and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking left. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
He's got it. Touchdown, Iowa State. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. With that, now a 2-point conversion away from triple overtime.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They've got to get it in on the 2-point try to force a third overtime. He's looking to pass. Gets it out quickly. They cannot convert. A defensive stop will end it in a 2-point victory in overtime.